Hi, I am Dr. Adrienne Jenkins, and welcome to English 5790 Writing Theory. In this class, we are focusing on rhetorical analysis as a way of developing writing theory. So you may have seen in the bulletin for the English department that we either work in this class on literary analysis, rhetorical analysis, or linguistic analysis. My expertise is in rhetoric and composition, and I've been teaching college composition this is my 21st year. So we're going to be investigating different ways of thinking about rhetorical analysis in this class. And where the theory piece of the class comes in is in using the threshold concept that writing is a social and rhetorical activity as a kind of a baseline for thinking about different kinds of academic and social writing that we do, and then using rhetorical analysis as methods to understand that theory. So in this video, I just want to talk to you about a couple of highlights of the syllabus, and then I invite your questions about the syllabus either in emails to me. We can have a conference, or you'll see in your first assignment this week that there's a space for you to ask questions as well. And if you're comfortable, I encourage you to ask them there because then everybody can see my replies, which can be helpful for the whole class. So our class is going to happen entirely in Canvas, which means that I'll post instructional videos every week by Thursday morning, and all of the materials that I need to give you for that week. And then your homework deadline will be the following Wednesday night by 11:59 p.m. So we're really like on a Thursday to Wednesday schedule. The first homework for our class will be due September 9th, so you have a little bit of time to sort of get into the class. We will have things due every week. I will post materials every week, and later on in the video, I'll show you where our calendar is. Email me anytime you want. I do check my email often, but I try not to check it after 7 o'clock at night because I have 4 kids, and that's our time to hang out together and try to watch a show and just chill out from the day. So I try not to do work after 7. Please email me anytime this semester to arrange a phone call or Skype or a Zoom call or whatever platform we need to use so that we can work together on what you need help with. And I may schedule some kind of standing office hours, but because it's a little unpredictable for me what will happen with the kids in school right now, I want to leave that flexible for the time being, but I am very available to schedule at different times during the week or the weekend for you. Okay, so if I just do a quick scroll through this, you're going to see our reading list. I've already shared notes with you about the book length texts that we're reading and how it's best to access those. So please review those emails or announcements or the posts in Canvas. And then there are links to the articles and essays that we'll read. If I have like some serendipitous moment and I think, ooh, I also want us to look at this one, that'll be a totally optional thing. I don't like double load work all of a sudden in the semester. We're going to look at 3 units in this class. Writing is a social and rhetorical activity enacted in academic spaces. Writing is a social and rhetorical activity enacted in online spaces. And reflecting on writing theory, where we'll do some wrapping up of the semester. The grading section of the syllabus is going to be really important to you because in that section, and excuse me if you hear the construction work happening outside, the class is going to use a contract grading system this semester. There's a separate video about labor logs that you can check out this week, but this section of the syllabus really lays out the idea that the sort of baseline of the class is if you do all of the work of the class that's laid out here, you get a B in the class. If you would like something higher than a B, B plus, an A minus, or an A, that you contract to do that through doing some additional smaller projects, which are really things that in a typical semester I would have everybody doing anyway. So please take some time to read through this section of the syllabus carefully. And I've been using contract grading for 9 years, so I'm very comfortable with it and how it works, but it may be the first time for you, and I understand that. So please let me know if you have questions. The basic gist is that you do the work that you're assigned to do, I give you feedback on that work, we move on to the next thing, all the work builds together for your overall learning in the class. And if something isn't done, I give you the feedback that it needs to be more developed or that you missed something and you have an opportunity to address that. I have a little section in here about due dates, and you know, there's a lot of unknowns right now that we're all facing, so let me just say basically what I have in here about due dates, but out loud to you. I have assignments due Wednesday nights so that I can read them Thursday and Friday and get them back to you as soon as possible. My life is jam-packed, your lives are jam-packed also, so that little window of time that I have for grading is like the only time I have for reading your work. You might need more time with something, and that's something that we can talk about ahead of time. Probably not after it's due, but I'd love to talk about it before it's due so that we can figure out, like, is suddenly this week your Tuesday, Wednesday totally crazy? And, you know, is it okay for you to get it in Thursday? I'm sure it probably is. Let's have a conversation about it. We really don't know what's going to happen. You're going to have things come up this semester. Please reach out to me so that we can make adjustments together. But as long as things are going fine, we're going to stick with those due dates and deadlines as best as we can so that I can get you feedback. Otherwise, it's just harder for me to get you that feedback. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, here in color is the schedule for the class. And in each column it has the first column what we're doing that week, what you should be reading that week, and then the last column is the writing assignments that are due and the due dates for those. So check that out. And then below that are all of the project descriptions for the class. So you can read about Project 1, Project 2, and Project 3. And then if you decide that you want to contract for a B+, an A-, or an A in the class, the additional projects, which are much smaller than the major projects, are down here at the bottom. So check out the other videos for this week. Let's get started. I look forward to working with you in this class and seeing what we can learn through the analysis work that we're going to do through the really cool studies and work with social media and with classroom learning that we're going to read about.